What's up, guys? Hunter here with ATV Lifestyle. Kemimoto set us up again. We have today their audio system that we will be installing. So it's going to be 4 speakers, 2 in each box. They're going to mount up in the roof, up the side by side. Stay along as I show you guys how to install this and then show you the sound quality afterwards. All right, guys. So here's what the full kit looks like. They send everything you need. They got their amplifier or junction box. Everything is nicely labeled. These go around your roll cage to hold the speakers by these screw holes in the back. The wires to run up to the speakers from this box. And then you have your USB and aux cord plug-in. And then your power button and stuff like that. We are actually going to mount these first so we know where we have to mount this. And then we'll mount our wiring harness here, and we're actually going to hook this up to the bus bar instead to make life easy instead of having to run wiring all the way through. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to pop this cover off. You're just going to pull up, and now we have access to the bus bar and to the back of these plugs. I'm going to pop 2 of these plugs out for the speakers. I'm going to do this one. Actually, yeah, I'm going to do this one and this one here so they're side by side. Alright, so we're just going to reach through the back side here. Let's give it a little push, give it a little push. Now I got both of those popped out. Alright, now with those popped out, I'm going to take and run my wiring through. Run that through like so. And this is going to clip into the rocker switch. Alright, once we got all the wiring through, just make sure that's facing up and down, unless you want it upside down for some random reason. But that's literally just going to pop in just like a rocker switch. Same with this plug here. I'm going to run that one through just the same way. Okay, so I ended up mounting the amplifier or junction box in the glove box. That way it's out of the elements. They do not send hardware for this for some reason, which is fine because I use rib nuts anyways. I actually ran them backwards, so what it caused it to do is it gives this thing, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little bit of space seeing as I ran the rib nut up the bottom and synced it in, so the top of the rib nut is sticking out about 1/2 inch, so we got a clearance underneath here so water can flow and it keeps it cool in there too. And then we're just going to run all of our wiring through the back there. We'll run the other wiring up into the plug into here. It's going to keep all the plugins up out of the elements, one less thing to worry about. All right, now we're going to wire the bus bar plug to the power harness here. So we're going to cut these ends off, strip these back, do a little more on that. Like so. And then we're going to be using the blue and the black. Blue is for keyed power, black is the ground. Could I do it to all-time power? Yes. Personally, I like to do something like this, keyed power. That way I don't have to worry about it draining battery ever at all. So we're going to run one of these heat shrinks through here like so. And then we are going to, helps if I do it to the right one. Again, we're going to blue, because blue is keyed power. If you want all-time power, go to the red one. I'm gonna run this out like that so. Take a heat gun or a lighter. And these are self-soldering butt connectors. These will melt, and these will keep everything sealed up tight. And then it'll solder it at the same time. It's going to be a better connection that way. Make sure that solder gets all the way through. I like to spin it a little bit as I'm doing it. You can watch the solder on these run out to the sides as you're doing this, and then you're all good to go. And do the same thing with the negative. All right, so we got it plugged into the bus bar. Yes, I have all the wiring loose right now. It runs under, through there, and then up to the bottom of the glove box. It's running up through the glove box. It's plugged in there. Now we're going to go ahead and run our speaker wires We're gonna run our speaker wires up. They're gonna come through these rubber plugs here. I'll show you where I route them afterwards. Reason I'm running these now and before I mount the speakers is there's two different ways you can mount the speakers. I want them one way, but I want to make sure the wiring's long enough before I do it, because if I don't reach, then I'm out of luck. So I will show you what it looks like after the wiring's ran. Okay, so the wiring runs through the bottom there. Left side's gonna run down, up through. I pulled this grommet out so you can pull it up through. It's gonna run up along here. I'm not gonna zip tie anything until I make sure everything works. The right side, sorry, the left side is gonna go down and go up through the box, through the other side, and then up to that one. It literally goes, shoots, it's kind of hard to see there, shoots right over and then up through, up to that side. I know all the wiring looks goofy right now. Once everything's hooked up and we know everything's working, then I tidy up my wiring. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and get my speaker brackets and stuff all ready to mount up. So all I gotta do is figure out how wide I need them. These metal plates, and these are heavy duty metal plates for speakers. They weren't messing around there. I'm just gonna take one of those, one of these Allen bolts, lock washer, regular washer, and put these in. And now you're gonna, don't tighten these up, have them just tight enough so this can still slide back and forth. So really just finger tight. You'll do that on all four of these, and then we can see where the speakers are gonna line up. All right, that's what it's gonna look like after you get the brackets on. See how they still slide in and out, so I can figure out how wide I need them on there. And then I'll go ahead, pull them back off, tighten them down. All right, I'm gonna try and get this the best I can on video for you guys so you guys can see. But what we're gonna do is, I know right where I'm gonna mount these width or size wise. So we're gonna pull these and you're gonna get these about a 1/4 inch on each side of the roll cage, and then we'll pull it down. I'm gonna keep it there. So now I know where I'm at, and I'm gonna go and tighten these down. All right, now I'm going to take and tighten these down. They do actually supply the Allen wrench. But anyways, we'll get these tightened down so we can't slide it anymore. Once I get this one tightened down, I'm gonna take and match that side up to it. That way they're in the same spot. It makes me happy that they're not in different spots. All right, so that one's all tight. I'm gonna take and flip this one onto it so they are identical to each other. Slide that one till it's even, and slide that one till it's even. That way they are in the exact same spot, and I can be happy that they're matching. I'll go ahead and get these tightened up, and then we'll get them all mounted up. All right, now I got everything installed. Apologize I didn't get the best video of putting these up here, as I was doing it by myself, one-handed, but the camera just wasn't working. So you got 2 clamps on the back side that just go around the roll cage on both sides, 2 clamps in the front on both sides, and then the screw, they go on the bottom side of the bracket, and then this bolt goes up through with a 10mm nut on the top side. Yes, I know there's a bunch of zip ties everywhere. I didn't cut them yet, just so I could show you guys where a wiring ran. This side we ran across the top to the front of the roll cage, and then across down through, and then it runs underneath the dash to the other side up into the glove box. And then on the other side, same thing, to the roll cage, down, through, and then we have the wiring bundled up there. I'm gonna tighten that up a little bit better before I'm done, and then it runs up into the glove box, into here, and then I'll zip tie all that together as well before I'm done. Let me jump in here and show you how this system works. Super easy to use. Again, I have mine to keyed power, so we'll turn key on. Give the unit a second. You're gonna hold the power button.
AUX mode.
Here, or aux mode. We are going to go to
Bluetooth mode.
Bluetooth mode though. And then we'll hit play. Make sure my phone connects. Super easy install though, guys. And as you can see, it gets very loud, which is nice. So you can actually hear it over my RJWC exhaust still. Turn volume down. So you hold the volume button or skip button to turn volume down. Hold it to go up. And then if you want to skip songs, you just short press. Super easy to use. And then you can pause it, play, hold the power
off.
Easy as that. Very simple system, you guys. I'm actually very impressed with how loud it is, and the sound quality out of it's really good as well. Obviously, it's going to be hard to tell the sound quality through speakers. Just going to kind of partially depend on what you're listening to or through it on. Let me know if you guys have any questions on the install or the product itself. I think they did a really good job on this. It looks good. It fits up there nice. The nice thing is this will fit pretty much any side-by-side out there with a roll cage on it, which is nice.